We feel like we want to show to New Zealand what Mexican food is about. It's not just burritos, it's not just nachos, it's not just quesadilla. And it's not that there is no Mexican, there's still Mexican, but there is a lot more. We just try to get those flavors from this journey to Christchurch. It's quite weird to say, but put all of the experience into a salsa. This is what we try to do. So we just put with our heart and we put a lot of ourselves into this. I would love to you guys see how we make our salsa, so as well you guys can understand why we're so passionate about it. Hi, my name is Carlos from Cholo Restaurant, and I'm here to cook my history. I'm from Chile. I'm from Punta Arenas, so it's a really small town at south of Chile. Like, it's not Mexican food at all there, so I never really know much about it. Well, Mexican food got so many salsas, but the first one I tried was the salsa verde. It's a lot about fresh flavors, freshness. So the salsa verde is, we work with avocado, we work with coriander, onions, garlic, and it's pretty much the basics. So verde means green. It's so important if you want to make a salsa verde that your avocado needs to be nice and green. Coriander needs to be nice and fresh. We always try to use a little bit of green chili. We put into the blender, we blitz it up. If you love it, when you taste it, that means it's good. I come to New Zealand without English at all. And I started to work in a Mexican restaurant where everyone was Mexican in the kitchen. In the place where I met Karla. So Karla was one of the chefs as well. She was showing me all about, Mexican food, Mexican culture. I started to get involved into the food, which wasn't my thing. It's like I never really tried proper Mexican before. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it at all. So it took me a bit to understand the flavor. It's different when you actually put it together. So if you got a good tortilla and you got a good salsa, you just can make a good taco. But I've been traveling quite a lot in Mexico, covering over 16 states. As well, like most of the taquerias or taco stores pass from the grandfather to the son and then to the grandson, and we're just trying to bring it here to New Zealand. When you have tacos on the street in Mexico, there is so many salsa options, and for me it was always pastor should go with salsa verde. So the salsa verde was the first salsa I made. Karla was the one who showed me how to do it, and now bring it to our customer is such an important thing. So we start with the salsa verde, which means greens, and now we're going on to the salsa roja, which is red. So, and then I start to see all of those salsas on the street, and it's like, oh, it's like, what is that? It's like salsa roja, and it's like, what is in there? I remember on the first night, she took me to eat food on the street, like around 11 p.m. It's like, honestly, every single corner, you will find a taco stall. And that was my first contact with all the salsas and like limes and the smell of the fresh tortilla. It's all about food over there. This is how everything actually made me feel in love with Mexico. I was already in love with Karla, but I love to cook with fire. When I was in Oaxaca, they were doing absolutely over fire. We use the charcoal or the fire to get the smoky flavor, the perfect balance. The food from Oaxaca is like so good, and there's so much food in there, and there's so many salsas and so many chiles. So those one was the flavor we kind of like want to bring here. Salsa roja is about dry chilies and tomatillo. We use chile de árbol, we use chile ancho, and with chile morita. Some chiles give you just some color, some chiles give you some flavor, some chiles are really spicy, so all you get from there is like, it's really fire in your mouth, but when you mix it together, everything starts to make sense. So what we do is we roasted the chiles over fire, and then we soak it to make it soft. We roasted our tomatillos, we blistered our tomatillos. You don't want to use flaky salt, you don't want to use table salt. In Mexico they use rock salt, oregano, coriander, and so we get a good blitz. You don't want to try that? It's spicy, it's really spicy. We always check the flavor. Those small things make big difference. Suadero taco, they come from Mexico City. And when I try for first time, I try with salsa roja. And to me was like, oh, that's the way. The smoky flavor from the salsa roja together with the confit beef. And there is a conversation with the one we always have with Karla. It's like, should we open something? Karla, she makes so much the Mexican food. So at the same time, I feel like there was a way how she can get, can go back into, she's roots. So we're using chile guajillo, we're using chile ancho, we're using chile de árbol as well, and there was chile morita. And then we pass into the mortar. We mortar really well till we get kind of like a powder, chunky powder. We chop our garlic, really fine sliced garlic, and we put it together with the chiles. We create Cholo together, like I'm the one cooking most of the time. But the whole concept, like the whole idea of this place and even the recipe, most of the stuff come from her actually. This whole idea, this whole Cholo, which means monster, I will say this is our little monster, the one we create together. So salsa matcha is a really interesting sauce, or salsa. There is something there that what made me happy. So it's like I feel like if we feel happy when we eat the food, I feel like we can transfer this to the people as well, so people when they come here, they can have the same feeling about the salsas especially. The key is to have really hot oil to put it into the sauce, mix it really well together. And because we really like the taste of the salsa matcha and we tried together, we were like, oh, this is the way, this is how we're gonna do it. In our menu here, we want to represent us. And there is stuff from the menu that we say that we will never take from the menu. And salsa matcha is one of them. Baja taco come from Baja California, which is another state of Mexico. They always go with pico de gallo, which is another salsa. They always go with Mexican slaw, and it's always go with avocado. I feel like this salsa matcha is just part of Cholo now. But yeah, I would say this is our story.